Let's learn a bit about the function of the human eye. So we're going to look at several processes and several parts of the eye. So accommodation is the process of the lens in your eye changing shape to focus on an object as its distance from the eye changes. This is done using the ciliary muscles and the suspensory ligaments. So what does focus mean? The ciliary muscles and the suspensory ligaments are controlled in different ways, and this depends on whether the focus is close or distant. So, if the focus point is close, this will require contraction of the ciliary muscles and loosening of the suspensory ligaments. This causes the lens to become thicker and rounder, resulting in significant refraction, which is the bending of light waves. If the focus is distant, this will require the relaxation of the ciliary muscles and the tightening of suspensory ligaments. This causes the lens to become flatter and thinner, resulting in only minor refraction, so there's less bending of the light rays. The ciliary muscles are a ring of smooth muscle that can change the shape of the lens through which the eye focuses light. And the suspensory ligaments are a ring of fibers that connect ciliary muscle to the lens. To focus on a nearby object, we need our ciliary muscles to contract, loosening our suspensory ligaments. This causes the lens to become thicker and rounder, causing a significant refraction, which is the bending of light rays. So to recap that, accommodation is the process of changing the lens shape in order to focus on an object as the distance from the eye changes. Our eyes also adapt to light conditions, and this is controlled by the iris. So the iris controls how our eyes adapt to different light levels by controlling the size of the pupil, which is the black dot in the middle of our eyes. If there is too much light, for example, if you're in really bright sunlight, the iris will decrease the pupil size to reduce the amount of light that reaches the retina. And the opposite will happen if it's really dim. So if there's not much light, the pupil will get wider. So in dim light, we would expect that the pupil size to increase, and in too much light, we would expect it to decrease. And this is all controlled by the iris. And this is also a response of a reflex action, which is an involuntary response controlled by our nervous system. The eye can also have certain defects. For example, hyperopia is long-sightedness, and this happens when rays of light focus behind the retina. Myopia is short-sightedness, and this happens when light rays focus in front of the retina. And these can be treated using glasses fitted with lenses that refract light rays to allow the image to form on the retina. Contact lenses and laser eye surgery can also be used to correct these issues. Myopia and hyperopia are traditionally treated using spectacles fitted with lenses. Modern alternative treatments include contact lenses, laser eye surgery, and replacement eye lenses. So the terms we described before were the medical terms. So long-sightedness is called hyperopia, and short-sightedness is called myopia. So focusing on a distant object requires relaxation of the ciliary muscles and tightening of the suspensory ligaments. This causes the lens to become flatter and thinner, resulting in only minor refraction, which is the bending of light rays. As we talked about before, our eye can adapt in many ways to conditions, and one of these things is the light conditions, which is controlled by the iris. So thinking about eye defects again, what causes light rays to focus in the front of the retina? That is myopia, and behind the retina is hyperopia. So those two eye defects are myopia and hyperopia.